There we go. We had some trouble getting that one going. Good day, everyone. Hello. Hope everything is performing here. It looks like the digital hand has got me again here. There we go. Good day, everyone. Still looks bizarre. 13 people and nobody in the chat other than John. Hello, John. Good to see you, buddy. Not sure where everyone else is. We got trouble in the chat. There we go. There we go. We got John and RJ, Angry Frog. I'm sorry you're so angry. You came to the right place because this is a mass forgiveness live stream. So whatever you're angry about, this is the place to be. And time to forgive. Get Jim Giraffe, Renee Farm on the Rock, J Boy, what's up? Diane, and AJ. Oh, we have 34 people all of a sudden. We got Rose of Sharon. Hello, my dear. Greetings, Groovelings. I love that. Groovelings. Heard this chat was out of this world. It certainly is. Get Roz and John and Christian and Privet, Stephen, Jerry, Jersey City Joe, my buddy, Jacoby Popo, Dylan Martins, good day, Brooke, Jim Giraffe, Renee Farming the Rock. Good to see you all. Smash away at that like button, as always. Emily, hello, Emily. I remember you from before. Yeah, let's get the likes going there. We got to smash away at that. Got Maverick. Francis Freeman. Hello, Francis. We got 47 people already. All right. Terry Lynn. Hello, Terry Lynn. I am having a blessed day. I have to show you what I bought today. I like it so much. I wish it wasn't so warm in here. I'd have it on. But look what I bought today. I bought me a new coat. I couldn't resist it. It's just so nice, and I needed a new coat. Not a winter coat. It's actually just it's a fall coat, but that's my purchase for today. So that made me smile when I saw that. Jordan, I hope you don't mean what you're saying. If you're kidding with them, that's fine, but be nice. Definitely, everybody, be nice. Thank you, Audio. I like it myself very much. Might follow your style this time. Well, if I was out there looking for women, I'd follow yours, John Corby, because you got style. Harrison Huff, Stephen R. Looks expensive. It was a little bit. It wasn't super cheap. I'm not going to buy anything super cheap anymore because that's what I did all my life. Is shop in thrift stores, and it's the first time I don't have to. If I buy a coat, I can buy something decent now. Yeah, everybody be nice. Be nice. We don't want no bickering amongst each other in the chat today. We've had lots of evil ones infiltrate us. We've had We had a Ryan Fest the last time. We're probably going to have that again. I don't think he's done. He's coming back. Said he's got unlimited accounts. I don't know how anybody can have unlimited accounts, but I guess he does. So whatever. So as the title suggests, this is going to be Jim Giraffe, Temptations, and yes, I have cats. So there's Temptations. They're the ones that Sabrina likes. She won't eat anything else. I did have a nice walk, a very nice walk, a long one. I went for quite a ways. And it was nice, and the weather was perfect. And I passed that store, and I said, I'm going to go in there and look for clothes, see what they got, because it's a store I'd never been in. It was called Roots. I'd heard of it before. And I went in, and right away, I liked the kind of clothes they had. It was really nice. So, and there was actually a saleswoman there that actually went around and helped. She actually, because all the other stores I've been in, they just stood there and they won't help you. No one will do anything. It's unreal. And this woman actually took me around and said, "Oh, we got these, and we got a sale on this." And she's like, "You'd look good in one of those coats there." And I'm like, "Okay, so this is a real salesperson." So when I looked at the coat she pointed to, I'm like, "Oh, I think I would look good in that." Let's take that down and try that out. Yeah, I think it's a nice coat. I like corduroy. Always like corduroy. So, as it suggests in the title, we're going to try and get a whole bunch of people to forgive people. And no, I'm not invisible anymore. That's correct. However, I have a major dilemma. I don't know what the problem is. It must have happened on my walk. I did something on my walk that got me cockroached when I got home. I got home, and on my door, this is how he's been cockroaching me the last while. When I come home, if I've done something while I'm out, cockroach on my door. I bet it's still there. I'm going to check right now. I bet it's still there. I haven't been able to figure out what I did. Hello, Mr. Jacob. Hello, buddy. Where's the cockroach at, Mr. Jacob? Is it there? It's actually gone. But it'll be back. He took it away for now, but it'll be back. So I've been cockroached, and I don't know what I did. No, Mr. Jacob didn't eat it, I don't imagine, but to my living room window. Okay, so that means something. That cricket is there for something. Maybe it's not always cockroaches. Maybe he uses crickets or spiders for some people. I don't know. It's a cockroach for me. It's always a cockroach for me. So, hello, Just Dog. It's quite possible. No, this was outside. Okay, where Mr. Jacob is. No, he didn't eat it. It was way up on the top of the door, like it was above eye level, and it was there. I had one stay for 3 days one time till I figured out what I did. So I've been cockroached and do not know. I went through everything possible. I mean, I had thoughts about people being annoying as I was walking. I had, I wasn't lustful. I haven't been doing that at all. I didn't say anything bad to anybody. Although I did say that Urban Outfitters, one store I went into, I told the other person at the root store that I went to Urban Outfitters and it sucked. So I tried that. I thought maybe that's all it took to get me cockroach, but no. Excuse me, that wasn't the problem. So I don't know what I did. Don't know what I did. God forgive me, don't forget me. So, mass forgiveness live stream. First time I've ever tried this. So it seems that one of the main problems that's plaguing people is they can't get over something that happened a long time ago. So to take a little poll here, we got almost 100 people, 83 people. Smash away at that like button, folks, and let's get this out to more people. We need to get more people in here to forgive. So we only got 29 likes. There's a whole lot of you who haven't hit that like button. Smash away at that. And that will get this moving, get the algorithm to send it out. That love is fake. I told him God gave us love. Wow. Justice always seemed like he had some deep pain from the past. I don't know what he's been through. I don't know his story, but I think he might have some serious pain. And doing what we do, like the way what I'm doing here and what he's doing, I've only been doing it a little while, like in this capacity. He's been doing it a lot longer. I get a feeling it takes its toll on people after a while. I really do. That's right, Lynn. That's the whole point of this. So keep smashing away at that like button and make the algorithm forgive us and get it moving. So we're going to take a little poll here. How many people have somebody in their past or in their life period that they can't forgive? Who is having trouble forgiving somebody for something bad they did? And be honest about this, folks, because this is what's going to stop your blessings. This is what's going to stop your blessings. Literally, this will stop you from being put in your purpose. You don't know, okay. Struggling with my old workplace, okay, there you go. Vaughn says yes. There's a whole bunch of you. Well, orange juice, if you're struggling to get rid of the bitterness, that's not full forgiveness. Full forgiveness means the bitterness leaves. There's my buddy Lauren. Cool roll-ups. I don't know what that means. So I'm all freed up. Good. I believe I'm holding on to something. There's a whole lot of people who are thinking about it. Think I may. Yep. It's not the same, but it's also something that needs to be solved before the Lord won't let you advance to the next level until all these things are rectified. Okay, that there's a whole bunch of things that the Lord requires before he moves you on. David Marin, it might be hard to forgive him, but guess what? You're going to have to if you want to advance. If you want to go anywhere with God, you're going to have to. He requires it. He requires it. It's not negotiable. I promise you, it's not negotiable. My work for COVID and ex-wife for taking my babies. Yeah, well, he's not going to give you your blessings. This is my guitar. Put it on my profile picture. Nice. I'm going to have a look. Oh, that's a snazzy looking Strat. I like the faceplate on it. Very nice. Very nice, Lauren. Yep, very, very snazzy. Looks like a Fender amp. That looks like a little Fender, I'd say. Very nice, my buddy. Do you bring the Jacoby Popo? You got cut off in mid-sentence there, so you'll have to wait and type that again. Struggle with so much unforgiveness. Forgiven, but occasionally a person returns and tries to attack, and I have a flashback. Yep. Yes, Joseph is a perfect example. Yep. Yes, Diane, I get mad at people in stores too. I have a problem with that. I'm guilty of that one sometimes. Yes, bring it to the Lord. And now he can't do all the work for you. He requires you to do some of this too. He requires you to let go. Okay? You got to let go. You forgive me for not seeing your questions. Well, I hope so, because they fly by so quick and there's so many that it's not that I'd pick any particular person to ignore, I promise. Martins, what did you ask? I don't even know what you asked, so I'm looking back to find it. I don't even see anything. What's everyone new trial of the flesh here? Bell's palsy, facial paralysis. Prayers appreciated. The battle continues. Bell's palsy. Okay, so that is what Justin Bieber had from the poke. So I'm guessing you had the poke, David Martins. And actually, I guess I could say I forgive you for not responding to my email, because I responded to your email and never heard back from you. So you emailed me, or Dylan Martin, sorry. You emailed me, and I even mentioned your email in one of my videos, because I got something from Urban Outfitters, a marketing email that said, Doc Martins, see what the buzz is about. So that was a confirmation that I had to answer your email right away, because in your email was the name Martins, spelled exactly the same way. And I emailed you, but you never emailed me back. I never heard from you. So I'm still not sure what your email was about. Why can't Jesus save me? Emily, there's something that he's requiring of you that you have to figure out. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I do not know. No. It's David Martin, or Dylan Martins. It's not you, David. No. Dylan Martins. Deb Nix, that is correct. This is not for the person that you're upset with. It has nothing to do with them anymore. This is all about you. Okay, so look at it from God's point of view. He will forgive you for every sin you ever committed. So we're to do the same. That's right. It is that simple. It is that simple. So my kids and schoolmates and neighbors and everyone who ever wronged me, and the people that stole from me and the things I worked to earn. And I forgive myself, and forgiving yourself is part of this too. I'm definitely working on letting go and to forgive. I just need to make sure I'm not lip servicing. That's right. That's right. What if every time you go around them, they do something else? Well, you should probably not be around them. Should probably not go around them. You have to make distance in between you and people like that. Forget about forgiving myself. I'm doing it now. You're not allowed to fish in the sea of forgiveness. What about Jordan? John, what are you saying? You just said his name, but that's all you said. What's going on with Jordan? Denzo's chat earlier, remember? What are you saying, Jordan, about Denzo's chat? What happened in Denzo's chat earlier? Somebody fill me in. Does Jesus ever talk about what to do when people complain? When people complain, you don't have to do anything when people complain. Are you? Oh yeah, well, there's going to be some prayer, but we're trying to sort everything out here. See who needs to forgive. And somebody's talking about Denzo Most in the chat earlier. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I want to know what people are talking about. Not getting any answers yet. Explaining, had to learn it like if I say a person's name. Okay, cool. Cool. Keeps saying that he wants a true relationship with me and I don't know how to do it right for some reason. I don't know why or what's wrong with me. Is it supposed to be emotional? Or is my heart hardened? Emily, only you can answer that for sure. I don't know. I'm not really trying to do it right for some reason. I don't know why or what's wrong with me. I don't think anything's wrong with you. I don't know how to answer that. I'm not sure what to say about that. Well, of course, Trump. Yes, unforgiveness. That would be one of the reasons for the unforgiveness. Is because you've been traumatized by somebody, right? Somebody did something really dirty to you. Reads Hebrews, talks about what happened to those complaining in the wilderness. They did not enter his rest. Well, that's why the Lord had them wander around for 40 years, because they were complaining, right? But when other people are complaining, you don't really have to do anything about it. You can just let them complain. You can try to, steer them the right way if you want, but just don't complain yourself. Abusive situation, you don't want to go knock on their door, but also feel it. It's what I say all the time. You don't have to go to their house and tell them you forgive them. You do it in your heart and just, it's all for you. It has nothing to do with them. But I always feel I need to run and hide from these people, even though I'm alone. So on my journey downtown, there was a group of fellas standing around in the corner, and they were passing these out. I'll let you have a look at that. Little pamphlets, right? And talking about some preacher that's coming to town to preach at the Holiday Inn next Saturday. There's a bunch of things in this. Questions for God, or questions from God, questions for God. Okay, so these guys were handing them out as the people walked by, and a lot of people were just ignoring them and didn't want nothing to do with it because they knew it was something to do with the Lord, and they're atheists and they don't care for that stuff. And other people were actually accepting them. And what I noticed is that a lot of really young people were actually reaching out to take them. So I think the idea that Gen Z is turning to God is actually something that's true. So I just thought I'd mention that. I stopped and talked to them for a bit, told them about this ministry, and they were going to check it out and subscribe and stuff. So we might even see some of them show up in the chat, I suppose. So I thought I'd just mention what I experienced down there. They were real nice guys. They weren't part of any denomination or anything. They were also just Bible-believing followers of Christ. Trying to spread the word. More Judas is out of my heart. Feels lighter. So you can take those thoughts captive. 2 Corinthians 10:5. Let's see what that says. 10:5. Demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. I like that. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. Very wise words. So here's the thing, everybody. I can tell you without a question, without any doubt, that if you don't find a way to forgive, and I mean totally forgive, and get this out of your heart and leave it go, I think this is the main reason I recommend getting rid of your stuff. Taking all your photo albums and letting go of them. Getting rid of those newspaper articles about you, like I had to get rid of. Getting rid of all these things that you've been hanging on to that you think it's hard to get rid of. It requires a letting go to even do it. I can tell you for sure, unless you're able to do this with your forgiveness and your bitterness, you're not going to get your blessings. You will not get them. Okay, you just won't. Mr. Buzz saw a single ant. It means prepare and be wise. Be wise, prepare for the future, clean up your life. Don't be lazy. Means that stuff. Hey, Lil Hidden, how you doing, buddy? Something else he showed me was, even if they felt like my enemy, doesn't mean they aren't God's child. He dies for them too. Then it was all different. Yep, that's right. That's right. Got random bed bugs, not happy. Okay, SC3, however we say that. Random bed bugs are not random. That is the Lord speaking to you. Are you one of the people that needs to forgive? Because if you are, this is probably why you got random, as you say, random bed bugs. This is probably why. Does feel good, doesn't it? So this is why I say it's good practice. Hardships are fertilizer for my garden. That's a good way to put it. It's good practice getting rid of all these possessions that you've been hanging on to. This is the same thing with this bitterness in your heart. You've been hanging on to that, and you like to lean on it sometimes. You can sit there and stew about it, and I try to. I think it might be my drinking and smoking. Well, it might be that too, but I mean, I drank and smoked for many, many years. I never got bed bugs. Bed bugs are usually because you're doing something more than drinking and smoking. It's usually something more than that. It's usually to do with unforgiveness or items in your house. So SC3, do you have video games? Do you have video games in your house? Crystal Skull vodka bottles. We got those in this house too, but they're not mine. The owner of this house has them. He's got them. But SC3, do you have video games? Or I think it's video games probably. I play a video game. Yep. There you go. There's your problem. There's your problem. If you like those bed bugs, well, no, I'll put it this way. If you like those video games, I hope you like the bed bugs too, because that's probably why you got them. Take a lot of bull crap on my game. I don't know what that means, but if you're playing demonic video games, that would be enough for the Lord to give you bed bugs. Fag stuff made in your country too, ain't it? Very expensive. I'm not sure what you're saying. Violent video games bring in the demonic. Absolutely. Not just by not playing them, by applying the PS5 adjustment tool. It can also be used with Xboxes or any other ones. You need an adjustment tool. Okay. This will solve your bed bugs problem. I'm pretty sure once you applied that, you wouldn't even have to throw it out and it would be okay. As long as it's in several pieces, then you'd be good. Kid's dad just set up that game for them. Yep, the adjustment tool works really well. Really well. Folks, the Lord gave me an education in this stuff that still some people want to deny it and they won't believe me, but that's up to them. And the more they want to go and not believe what I'm saying about this stuff, enjoy the bed bugs. That's all I can say. Enjoy the bed bugs. They'll get worse. Then you'll have a fly infestation. Then you'll start getting sick. He will literally make you sick. Right? You'll literally start getting sick. The crystal skulls, they're in here too. Same thing. Same thing. But they're not mine. So they're not affecting me because the Lord knows they're not mine. I did take them and stash them in another part of the house so I don't have to look at them. Don't let those witches I'm not worried about the witches. I had a long talk with the Lord about the protection that's needed here, and we're going to be okay. Well, where's the video games coming from then? You said you play video games. When you get sick, absolutely. What did you do wrong? That's what you need to ask. He's taught me sort of casino games. Yes, because that's even worse because casino games is gambling. Then it's gambling. Not good. Not good at all. The console itself, the Lord doesn't like. He doesn't like video games, period. They ruined his children. It's like a whole two or three generations of children. Excuse me. He doesn't like the sight of a PS5, I promise you. Yep. Big sticker of Tupac on the wall. Yep, that would have to go. Jesus meaning Hall Zeus. I don't even know what that means. Anonymous A. Visitors bring the bed bugs. They hide on outlets and on curtains. No, the Lord actually makes that happen. I promise. He'll do it for a variety of reasons. They're one of his punishments. The PS4 is only used to watch you on YouTube. I'm not sure what you're saying there, but what do you use on Egyptian art? Get rid of it. Wooden masks. Get rid of it. I have these on my bedroom wall. Get rid of them. They're causing you some sort of problem. I promise that. Green Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and he brought me. redeeming blood. Victory beneath the cleansing flood. Not right now, Little Hidden. This is not. That's not the topic we're after here. We're after forgiveness, and I guess we're going to have to address these people having bugs. Okay, so the bugs, folks, are not just from visitors or an earthly problem. If you got an infestation of bugs, it is the Lord telling you He's not happy. I assure you, this is true. And the next stage of it will probably be you getting sick. Yeah, well, the whole apartment complex might be because the Lord's not happy with the apartment complex. He's not happy with nobody there. If I was given a lottery ticket, what about it? Lottery tickets are gambling. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. Yeah, I'll talk about it another time, Little Hidden. Just, it's not the topic of this one. Dark night of the soul is a very, very real thing, and I've discussed it many times, but we got other things to deal with here today. I'm dealing with gnats and spiders. Long case of shingles occurred. There you go, Lady Blue. That's what I'm saying. People have been going through these things in their life and just thinking it's just a random occurrence. Like the one guy said, I have random bed bugs. Nothing random about it. Nothing random about it. You have bed bugs because the Lord is trying to tell you something. This is how He speaks. So gnats and spiders and a long case of shingles. Not good. Kids get lice, probably the same thing. Probably the same thing. No, there's no accidents, exactly. You will reap what you sow. You will reap what you sow. I'm going to type that in here so you can look at the words. You will reap what you sow always, no matter what. Okay, and some of the Lord's punishments are dirty, nasty. They're not good. They're not good at all. They involve bugs and sickness. Okay, and in real severe cases, you'll have a car accident or something. If He really wants to punish somebody, really bad stuff happens. He doesn't mess around. He's God. Okay? You got to remember who He is. He's God. He doesn't play around. KJ, the bitterness and unforgiveness is poison. Poison. Yes, the ringing it's not really ringing, it's like a frequency. It's not tinnitus, like they tell you. It's definitely not that. It's definitely not that. Yeah, that's Sabrina. Whoop, which way do I go? This way. That's Sabrina. God starts withdrawing His protection from you when you're in deep sin. That is correct. Ty's Lamplighter Ministries. I'm so glad you said that, because when I tell people this, some people are adamant that that's not true. It is true, completely. He's done it to me. He's done it to all kinds of people I know. He does it consistently. Horrible people. I lived there 4 years. I've heard that about Belgium too. I've heard the same thing about Belgium. Ringing my left ear 2 days ago. Very true. So, folks, here's what you got to do. Here's what you got to do. Bitterness is just like those old items in your house that you're getting rid of. You got to get rid of this bitterness. You got to get rid of this bitterness. It's got to go. It's got to go. You're hanging on to something for no reason. For no reason. It's just a silly human trait to want to hold on to that. It only harms you. It doesn't harm anyone else. Amor de gatos. I really love saying your name. Amor de gatos. And the government stole money from me. And Belgium has the largest. Well, that ring is worldwide, actually. It's not just that Belgium has the largest. It's one that goes from one end of the planet to the other. It's the same one. Told my group home no to the Halloween party and the trick-or-treat thing. Well, that's good. That's good. No Halloween parties, for sure. You can do something different on Halloween night, right? You can. Belgium is apparently a bad spot. I've never been there, don't know, but I've heard that about it. Trying to get the bitterness out, but it's stubborn. It's a process, but I'm determined and God is helping. What you need to picture, okay? I want everyone to imagine something. Imagine the Lord blessing you. When the Lord blesses you, He pours it out on you, okay? He just pours it out on you. And all this wonderful stuff will come. I want you to imagine that happening. Imagine what it's like. Now, imagine Him about to do that, but stopping because, this one hasn't gotten the bitterness out of there yet. This one is still hanging on to a grudge. This one finds himself unworthy. I don't think I'll bless this one right now. That's what He's going to do. Now, I'm not saying to only do this just so you can get your blessings. But you really don't want to miss out on that just because of this, okay? Your advancement from here on depends. That's why we're doing this tonight. You've got to have a change of heart if you're one of those people that just can't let go of this stuff. The person you're mad at, the person you're bitter with, they don't care. They don't care about it. Doesn't do anything to them. They do not care. Okay, the only thing it's hurting, the only one it's hurting is you. And the one it's stopping from blessing you is God. He's not going to bless anybody with bitterness in their heart. It's not cooperating with what I'm saying, and it's just like Hosea 4:6. We'll have a look at that in a minute. The Wheatgrass Fund. Guess what I had for dinner? Thank you, Jersey City Joe. Thank you, my buddy. And the wheatgrass, I got to buy some. I got enough seeds to make one more batch for them. I was going to make some for Mr. Jacob too. He's never had it. So Hosea 4:6. Let's see what that says. My people are destroyed from lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I also reject you as my priests. Because you have ignored the law of your God, I also will ignore your children. God doesn't make empty threats, I'll tell you that. He certainly don't. He certainly don't. Boldly approach the throne of Father God with our faith in His Son Jesus and confess our sins. Heavenly Father is patient, faithful, and generous. He will never leave us or forsake us. That is right. Isolated, no friends, almost no family. I feel like I'm done with this world. No girls, no friends. Frank Underwood, it means the Lord loves you very much and is isolating and colleging you, is what it means. It means He's keeping you to Himself so He can teach you and make you a better person and get you ready for your purpose, for whatever you exist for. Okay? You exist for a specific reason. I don't know what that is, and you probably don't know what that is yet. You might think you know, but you're wrong. I can guarantee that. You might think you know, but you don't. No, you're not totally done. You're not totally done. I've said those words too. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. You're not really. The Lord's not going to let you be done. And they poisoned you twice. Who poisoned? What are you talking about? Poisoned who twice? I don't even know what you're saying, Jordan. What do you recommend? The first step for forgiveness? Plain and simple. Just start to use your logic and realize holding on to it serves no purpose. It doesn't serve a single one. Okay? I try to only do things, I use logic, and I'll only do something if it serves a purpose. If it doesn't, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say, okay, that doesn't serve a purpose at all. There's no reason for me to do that. What would you do if a group of Freemasons have attacked your family, trying to destroy you? You think Freemasons haven't attacked me and my family? Dude, I got a son that's homeless on the street. He's been attacked by everybody. Do witchcraft on you, constantly following you and hacking your stuff because you're anointed and exposing. Also, why is all this stuff getting through? It means you're not being protected by God, which is your fault. Your fault. If he's not protecting you, figure out what you did instead of blaming someone else. You're the one that needs to look at yourself. Why is it getting through? Why is witchcraft even touching you? You think I'm on here on YouTube doing what I'm doing? You think they don't send witchcraft my way? Dude, you got to be kidding me. There's a team of witches on me all the time. But guess what? I live a clean life. I've forgiven everybody. I don't have any bitterness in my heart. I don't play video games. I don't watch porn. I don't smoke or drink anymore. Don't do any of it. So guess what? The Lord protects me, and the witchcraft doesn't touch me. This is what you got to realize. Yeah, that one fly. I don't know what it means. I think it's a warning. It's a you gotta change something. I don't know what it is. The Lord is using bugs with everybody. Everybody's got a bug of some sort. Okay, everybody's got a spider, a fly. With me, I got a cockroach. I don't know what I did yet. I'm still racking my brains to figure out what I did. I did it on my walk tonight, whatever it is, because it wasn't there when I left, and it was there when I come back. So it is totally you when this stuff is happening. You can't blame anybody else. It's you are doing something not pleasing to God. But the first thing people want to do, well, what would you do if these people did this to you and this happened? You had bed bugs, and well, I'd sit and try to figure out what I did wrong to bring all this on myself. Okay, because that's what you did, is brought it on yourself somehow. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can fix the problem. When God is protecting you, the witches will not be able to do anything, Grace. That's the point. If God isn't protecting you, you are doing something that he doesn't like. That isn't, the things I mentioned aren't the only things you could be doing. You could be doing one of 2 billion things. Just because you're not doing the things I said don't mean anything. Well, you just said you got yourself poisoned because I fell back into sin and got drunk and left myself vulnerable. Sounds like your fault, Jordan. It sounds like your fault, right? It doesn't sound like anybody did it to you. Sounds like you caused the problem. So don't do that anymore. Like, I don't know what you're asking. If you know why it happened to you, don't create that situation again. Live your life clean. Stay protected. Stay close to God. I can see and be attacked by demons sometimes, but not always. It's always that if God is protecting you, you'll be kind of bulletproof. You won't be bulletproof, but if God is really putting a lot of protection on you, you'll frustrate the witches. You'll frustrate the gang stalkers. They won't be able to do much to you. You'll know they're trying. You'll feel their attempts. You know, they might be able to disturb your sleep a little bit, or you'll know they're at you, but the Lord's not going to let them get you. That's the bottom line. Proverbs 16:7. Let's see. Proverbs 16:7. Where is it? When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's way, he causes their enemies to make peace with them. That's interesting. When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's way, he causes their enemies to make peace with them. That's perfect scripture to explain what I'm saying. He'll stop the gang stalking. He'll stop the witchcraft. He'll do all of that as long as you are doing what he wants you to do. It's the only way. I've been struggling 3 years in my marriage with this. I feel for you, Trust Clean. It sounds rough. God's not going to stop the people from entering your life, Emily. That's up to you. That's up to you to do. That's not up to God to filter everybody coming into your life. That is totally not up to him. I think, Emily, your whole problem is all lack of accountability. The Lord wants you to start taking responsibility for your actions. And that's probably why he's not doing what you feel he should. It seems like you feel he should do everything for you. The Lord helps those who help themselves. And the Lord wants everyone to be accountable for their own actions. You need to look at your own actions. If bad people are getting into your life, you've let them in. You can't blame God for that. It's not his responsibility to stop every bad person from coming into your life. You're supposed to use the brains he gave you to say, this person's probably not good. I should get rid of this person. That's up to you, not him. That's your job. Yes, we're learning that Ty's Lamplighter Mysteries. We've been diving in right deep into that. Marine spirits having a hold on people, and the need for prayer and fasting to get the stronghold off of us. We're learning all about that here the last few days. Just tell Emily to set boundaries and stick to them. Yes, but Emily's comment suggests that she's putting too much responsibility on the Lord for that stuff, right? It's not God who's going to stop bad people from coming. It's got to be us. We have to stop those people. We have to figure it out. How are we supposed to know what not to do specifically? I think your common sense should tell you. Thank you, John. Thank you, buddy. All the good pickup lines are taken. Yeah. You made me laugh so hard with that yesterday. That was too much, man. I'm still laughing about that. For sure, I have been stupid, foolish, selfish, and evil, willfully ignorant, sinned against God in a lot of really terrible ways. Okay, so Emily, again, it's good that you're trying to take responsibility for these things, but saying these things about yourself is also a problem. The Lord doesn't want you to beat yourself right up like that, okay? He does not want you to beat yourself up. He wants you to say, I've made this mistake, and it's time I stop making it. It's time I stop making this. Time now for me to see, you've always got this ability to say, from here forward, I'm going to do something differently. That's what you need to do here. Don't beat yourself up with what you've done. Just make a vow and a pact with yourself that you're not going to do it from here forward. You're going to change. We all need to change things about ourselves. That's what you need to change. You need to put, as somebody just said a minute ago, set boundaries. Set boundaries. And if anybody crosses over those boundaries, that's it. Done. Done. Frank Underwood, that's golden. I'm not sure what you're saying is golden, but Sonia Marino, feeling very sad, going through menopause. Oh, that's nasty. That's a rough time. People look for me and talk and listen to them, but I feel weak. They trust me with their issues. I don't know why they trust me, but I also have lots of haters. Some people just have this way about them that everybody wants to tell them everything. I'm one of those people. They want to tell me everything. I mean, people will tell me their deepest, darkest things always. They just trust that I'm okay to do that with, which I am. That is, they're judging it right with me. So maybe you're the same type of person. Thank you so much for your generosity, Sonia. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. For Emily. Okay, yep. I'm disgusted with myself for sure, but I can't take anything back now. Wish I could, but I can't. Right. So forgive yourself and get over it and move forward differently. Differently. From here on, have boundaries and realize that it's not God's responsibility to stop people from coming into your life. It's yours. It's yours. What you can do, instead of asking Him to just take over that, every time someone comes around, take that to Him. Go to Him and say, Lord, I need to know, is this person trustworthy or am I in danger here? And He will give you some indication as to whether or not you should have that person around. I had been changing. Now I found your channel and I know why. Supposed to deny your flesh and satisfy your spirit, man. So if you do that and you fast from food, you fast from electronics, you fast and you keep yourself in tune. That got away from me before I read it. You will have the power from God. Absolutely. To my whole life. Yeah. If you're one of those people that people feel they can trust, they'll tell you everything. Forgiveness is a big step towards redemption. Absolutely. Kind of what I thought you meant. Thanks for clarifying. Someone tried to kill me. Should they be? Absolutely. No matter what they did. No matter what they did. I'm not saying you got to go over and hang out with them anymore. You don't even have to tell them you're forgiving them. But you have to forgive them. Totally. You never have to forgive anybody to their face, but it's a choice to forgive them to their face. They gave me something that made me unconscious. And you know where that's, oh, yep. Yep. So, Rose, I don't think you had to forgive them to their face to get the benefit of it. You probably chose to, and that's up to you. That's even more powerful then. But as long as you forgive them in your heart, like everybody in this chat is having trouble with this. Read what Rose just read there, or just typed there. She had to forgive somebody for doing that to her. I mean, that is not easy to forgive somebody for things like this. Okay, it's very, very difficult. Life history, and we never met before. So people should be around us. I get specific dreams, for example. Good morning, Pam. How you doing? And Yoru Ami, we need nothing but English so everybody can understand. No, you're just being deleted, so I know who you are. Goodbye. Gone. And here it starts. Well, if she's decided it is, then maybe it is, because perhaps she put herself in a situation she shouldn't have been in, and she still willingly did that. I don't know what the situation is, but I'll put it this way. If I know a group of people is known for doing actions like that, and I still decide to hang out with them anyway for some reason, and I'm putting myself in danger, then whatever happens, yes, I share the responsibility for putting myself in that situation. So perhaps that's what she means. I'm just guessing, I don't know, but sometimes when something bad like that happens to you, you can share some of the responsibility for leaving yourself open to it. Or you end up trusting somebody that you know you shouldn't trust, but for some reason you decide to trust anyway. Into my life supposedly wanted to help me, offer me the world basically for their support, protection, or care. But I basically ended up selling my soul for it, and they still. Well, let's remember that the main topic here, is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Okay, it is all about letting go. Matthew 17:21. Let's see what that says. 17:21. Why am I not getting anything out of Matthew 17:21? I don't get it. Try that again. But this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. Yes, we did this the other night, the same scripture, referring to a specific type of demonic spirit that the disciples were unable to cast out. And we went a little deeper. Ty's Lamplighter Mysteries, we talked about marine spirits and how sometimes you'll have to fast without food and water because the marine spirits can get a good stronghold on you if you have a lot of water in your body, right? So to get rid of marine spirits, you might have to also fast from water. Evening, happy to listen to your lesson today. Blessings, amen. Welcome, Anna. Always welcome here. Nice to see you. I did. I trusted them for a long time before. Yep, that's exactly what I figured. Well, it was the wrong crowd to run with. Took years before I forgave myself. Then things unlocked. There you go. And you are very brave to bring things like that up and tell us about it. So thank you. Need to forgive my mother-in-law for her behavior. I can't help but judge, and some old friends that were never real friends at all. Yahweh is the original we see. I don't know what that means. They still ended up hurting me. Trust clean. Job 1, verse 21. Naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Awesome. Thank you, Trust Clean, for your generosity. Thank you so much. Emily, you must forgive yourself. Yes, that is part of this. Talk about Israel and the church. Believe, please, I am confused. I don't talk about Israel. Nope. I that's one topic I don't touch, period. Sorry, Anna, but that is one topic I will not go near. Not with it. I won't touch with a 10-foot pole. They still end up hurting me in the worst way. Forgive them. I don't know how to get God to forgive me, though. That's the thing. Confusion comes from the enemy, Anna. Yes, it does. Yeah, we're not going to have an Israel conversation in here. That's something I forbid to happen. It causes violence, so it's not going to happen here. There's not too many forbidden topics. That's one. That's one that's forbidden here. Yeah, anybody wants to have those conversations, you'll have to have them outside of this chat. I am so happy to hear that Jeffrey, that one brings conflict. Yep. The last time I even sort of talked about it online years ago, my music school was vandalized. My instructors out there were terrorized. It was awful. It happened very quickly too. I made one little comment, which wasn't even a bad thing to say, in my opinion, but I said it, and the next thing I get a phone call, my school's being terrorized. Swastikas drawn all over the walls and everything else. It was not good. So I will never ever speak on that topic ever again. Not happening. Childish narcissists continually boasting about their perversion, lack of more responsibility. Yeah, it sounds bad, Tyra, but remember we said the way forward is to find a way to not be at someone else's mercy. You need your own accommodations, your own space that no one else can be in unless you say so. That's when things will get better. Oh yeah, that was years ago, but that's what happened, Diane. It was nasty, super nasty. I had and one of my students who had months and months of lessons paid for demanded his money back, and it was a lot because he paid like $1,000 up front. I had to refund $1,000 to somebody just because of one little comment I made online, and there was not what I said. There was nothing even wrong with, but boy, when those people get offended, look out. you don't even you don't want to go there at all. That's not a topic anybody wants to play with. Yeah, that's your solution, Tyra, is to get your own accommodations and not be at someone else's mercy. Don Colbert, yeah, I don't remember your name from before, so welcome. Nice to have you here. Yes, it the level of faith Job had was pretty intense. I have pretty strong faith, but I don't know if I could perform like Job did. He's a special one in the Bible for sure. No wonder the Lord favored him. Emily was at our live stream where we did that, and I remember she was actually at a deliverance live stream too. I believe she was at both, and she had problem getting deliverance, and I think it was the bitterness in her heart was the problem. Muslims, yeah, oh yeah, yep, oh yeah, no, and I do talk about that one. I do talk about that one. It's just the Israel topic I stay away from. It's it's just not worth it to me to get them riled up. It's just not, and they will, and they're all around this neighborhood, and I just don't. I don't have anything to do with it. Don't have anything to do with it. Say you're keeping 9 of the 10 commandments, but it's so true nowadays. Keeping 9 out of the 10 commandments. So what's the one that people aren't keeping? If they only keep 9. System is giving me an error response when I submit for donation in this chat. Well, that's not good. YouTube, what are you doing? Stopping donations. Well, I don't know if you have PayPal, Anna, but PayPal is even a better way to do it because then YouTube doesn't get any of it. But YouTube shouldn't be stopping you from doing that. I mean, look, for example, Charlie Kirk. I mean, he was a Sabbath keeper, so there's no excuse. Yeah, but we don't know what's going on with that situation. That looks pretty bogus, actually, that whole thing. It looks like some real nasty stuff going on. Okay, so I have to take a moment here. You guys just sit tight. I will return in just a moment. Sorry, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you can now. Sorry, I forgot my mic. Rich Strike. That's an interesting name. Who are you? You are brand new, and you got a name that doesn't sit well with me. That's simple. Having a really hard time forgiving my family for their demonic and perverted ways. Who's being accused of being a drug addict? Pipe. What are you saying, Jordan? What's just one word, pipe? What is that supposed to mean? I don't understand. Don't know how. Could you give me some suggestions of people trying to know my information? Well, Rich Strike has a brand spanking new account, and when you're only talking in emojis like a monkey, you get booted. So he's been booted. My family have to apologize to me for the mean things they said to me. No, you don't have to apologize to anybody, period. And they don't have to apologize to you either. Forgiveness is not about apologies. Forgiveness is not about apologies. And John, you got to watch, even though that's a abbreviation of it or whatever you call it. Everybody knows what it means. So no more monkeying around. Watch your language in here, guys. Everybody, please. I perceive a demon incoming to the chat. That was one of them there. That Rich Strike fellow. Yes, a very sweet little kitty. My patience are very, very thin with these people. Very thin. I think I've asked the Lord to help me. That's good. Love you too, Diane. See you soon. I have to forgive YouTube because YouTube is doing something shady. My amount of money, my estimated revenue, instead of going up like it should be doing, everybody's donating. Plus, my videos are all monetized. My estimated revenue is going down. It has been for 2 days. So I'm going to have to forgive YouTube for stealing my money by the looks of it. So I will forgive them. Little girl, little sweetie, what you doing, sweetie? Come here, little girl. Come here. Daddy love you so much. Daddy love you very much. Yeah. Come on over here. There. Daddy give you lovins up here. Daddy give you some lovins up here. Okay, that didn't last long. No, that's too hot. Don't play with the coins. Yep. Can't understand. I mean, it always goes up, but then for the last 2 days, it literally is going down. I'm like, okay, that doesn't compute. I went through my family and it made me sick. Once I forgave, I had peace again. Yeah, everybody thinks of forgiveness. They think, I mean, you got to go to the person's house and knock on the door and say, "Man, I'm sorry, or I forgive you. It's okay what you did. No worries." That's not what I'm telling you. What you got to do is forgive in your heart, and don't tell them anything. It's not an apology to them. I have no idea why YouTube would do that, but that sucks. They shouldn't stop you from donating to me. That's definitely not cool. Don't know what's up with that. And other people have donated tonight. So Jersey City Joe and a few other people have already donated successfully. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's a problem on your end, or I don't know. You know, YouTube doesn't like truth. That is for sure. You know, my post on my channel. So, okay, here's the other aspect of this is forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself. Forgiving other people is hard enough, but for some people, it's even harder to forgive themselves. So a lot of people are beating themselves up. Okay, I'm behaving, you tell. John, that don't make sense. Probably I'm at the airport. Oh, yeah, that could be a problem. So forgiving yourself, beating yourself up, saying things like you're not worthy. Excuse me. Um, not letting yourself off the hook for the past, right? This is what will also ruin your blessings and your breakthrough. The Lord requires you to also forgive yourself. So who here can't forgive themselves? Maybe you've forgiven everybody else. Maybe you've successfully done that tonight. Finally, what about yourself? Who's having a hard time doing that? Yes, that's right. God's gladiators. Good way to put that. Rochelle can't forgive herself. Yep, this is what will prevent the blessings just as quick as not forgiving others. There's another one. How to forgive someone if my heart can't. So I think this is probably just as common as not forgiving other people. You're a flawed human. You're a flawed human, just like me, just like everybody. There's not one of us who isn't. And that was me calling God a liar. Makes sense. It's a fear of I totally let God down when he knew before I did it that I would do it. Yes, he did. It does make sense once I thought about that for a sec. Yep. Yep. Self-forgiveness was the most difficult one, but I did it anyway. You don't have a choice here, folks. This is the thing. This is what did it for me is I sat here and I went, is there any point to me holding on to these things? There really isn't. There's none. So because it's completely pointless, I just stopped doing it. Yeah, forgive society, forgive the evil ones, forgive all the evil ones. Forgive the elites who hate you and think you're a bug. Forgive them all. Let go of it. Let go of it. Victimhood mentality. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So, the gang stalking victims. Okay, I shouldn't even let me reword that. People who have gang stalking occur, and they're insisting they're victims. Well, they kind of are, except they hold the key to it. They hold the key to it. What is it, Mr. Sammy Boy? Okay, for some reason, I'm not supposed to talk about that. The Lord says, don't talk about that. Okay, I won't talk about that. Yeah, no, it's my cat, but it's the Lord speaking. Hello, Yoli Gonzalez. How's it going, buddy? So here's another question. Do we think we have anybody? Yep, Sammy told me to change direction. Do we have anybody who successfully either forgave somebody tonight and they think they've really done it, or have forgiven themselves and they feel they've successfully done that? Has anybody here accomplished that tonight? Jerry says no. Lynn says yes. Deb Nick says yes. It was for some reason it was easy. It's funny you say that because it was for me too. When I finally did it, it was quite easy. Well, that's good audio. I'm glad to hear that. Remember, it could be another spirit, Snake Eyes. Yeah, the Lord is speaking through the cats right now. I'm not sure what he's trying to say here. He's definitely trying to say something, but I don't know what. Sammy Boy is in there going wild right now. He's going wild. Well, Tarika, how would you know when you finally do it? You feel different for sure. You feel lighter. You feel better. It's a weight off your shoulders. It's like letting go of that stuff and purging your house of all that old stuff you got. It's the same thing. It's old stuff in your heart that's been there a long time, and you're finally just throwing it out. Did we already talk about self forgiveness? Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So maybe what the Lord is saying through Sammy Boy is that you need to go to Him to get this forgiveness accomplished, okay? You need to turn to him. I think that's what Sammy Boy is trying to tell me. Yeah, they do, but that's not what he's doing right now. It has what he's doing has something to do directly with what we're talking about here. And I think I might have just got it right because he just stopped as soon as I said that. No, there he goes again. Serenity now. That's right, Deb. That's what you do. No, it's to do. Trust me, he does this every day when I'm doing these live streams. He's my guide. The Lord guides through my cat. I promise you. That's what's happening. Nothing to do with spirits. It is totally. This place is covered in the blood of Jesus. There's no spirits in here. It's masochism because I do this and it might confront forgiving myself. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. For anybody who doesn't know why Sammy does this, it's been going on for a year. When I'm in conversation with anybody on here, he is the one who guides it. He makes one of two noises. One is affirmative, one is negative. Okay, so I know what he's doing right now, and it's nothing to do with spirits. Yes, Sammy is talking to us for sure. I had 3 cats and they were strays. I love them. All mine were strays too. So I think the Lord might be trying to tell me to tell you to turn to him. If you can't get this forgiveness accomplished, you need to go to him. He will help you. He will help you. What do numb fingers mean? I have no idea, Anthony. None. What's the best way to go to the Lord? Just pray. Go to him in prayer. Just say, Heavenly Father, and state your case. Talk to him honestly, to tell him the truth. Like, any tips on starting a vid ministry? Authenticity is everything, Mason. That is no AI, no fake stuff, no glitz. Authentic. Everything 100% authentic and real at all times. That's the only way the Lord's going to get behind it. I see these ministries with AI voices and the people have filters so they don't even look like themselves, and it's silly. Authentic, real, nothing glitzy, nothing flashy, just real, authentic. That's it. Of course, make sure there's no bad language, and I mean, even in my intro, I used to say the SH word, and I got chastened for it, and I got corrected. I had to change it. So, try talking every day, but no answer. Maybe there is an answer, but you're just not seeing it. It takes a little while to learn how to listen. Gonna pray on it and find out. It's over and over, taking advantage of your kindness and love. Don, you can hold on to it if you want, but all it's going to do is hurt you. It's not going to. I mean, how do you truly forgive someone? Well, why not? Why not? What's the What's to stop you from forgiving them? When forgiving them will give you total peace. It really will. No, I don't know Ottawa, Scotty. It gives you peace. It gives you total peace. You don't have to stew about it anymore. It's gone. Forgive and let go. Lay it at Jesus' feet. Stop giving demons legal ground to stay around. Correct. That's exactly right. No, you distance yourself from that person or those people. It's freedom. It's peace. It's the end of all that mess. Holding on to it does nothing to that other person. They don't care about it. They don't care if you're holding on to it or not. Yep, I know you are, Tarika, and that's the right thing to do. But this forgiveness is not for them. It is for you. It is to give you peace. Nothing to do with peace for the other person. Heaviest thing you can carry is a grudge. You got it. You got it. And it's if the Lord has plans for you and has blessings he wants to give you, which I'm sure he does, this is what's going to stop it. It's going to stop at 100%. You'll go nowhere. You'll be stuck forever as long as you hold on to that. Once I realized that, I'm like, you know, I really want these blessings. I really want this breakthrough. I really want things to happen in my life. I've had a miserable, terrible life. It's time for something to change. And if that's all I got to do is learn how to get the bitterness out of me, then giddy up, let's do it. And I did. I didn't even have that hard of a time with it. I could let go of that stuff. I don't care about it anymore. It's like I ain't got time for that. I got better things to worry about than holding on to some bitterness about things that happened. I got none, not a bit. I lost all of it, and totally at myself too. Why would I hold myself under that? Because it's in the past. It's done. I'm not even the same person anymore. I changed. Why would I blame myself now for all these things I did? I was a different person. I wasn't as evolved as I am now. Do you eat cookies? That's a strange question. Wake up. I remember you from before. Why are you asking if I eat cookies? Wake up. What kind of question is that to come in here with? Yeah, like I'd take baked goods from somebody on YouTube. Talk about a dumb move. Yeah, send me your baked goods. I'll eat them. Nobody'd poison me or anything. People saying these weird things and ask these weird questions. I know. That's what I mean, if you think I'm going to eat cookies from somebody that's a total stranger on YouTube, probably wouldn't live too long doing that. My man child husband. So, Tarika, you obviously got some very, very tough times ahead of you there. Yeah, we got another one. This one I've seen before. Did loved ones and friends turn away or think something was wrong when you went into isolation? Okay, so I don't have any family other than my son who doesn't live near me and an aunt who also doesn't live near me. And I had very little contact with either of them at the time. So, and my friends were removed. The Lord removed everybody from my life. So I was completely solitary. There was nobody to think anything. Snap out of it. I have no idea what you're even asking. Does everlasting life have an ending? Like you heard a prophet say. That's a pretty weird question. No clue what you're saying. Nicolay, you're an evil one, guaranteed. Why are you in here talking with emojis? You can't type words or what? I think we got evil ones among us again. Nikolai, speak now or be booted. Okay, you've had plenty of time. Goodbye. Yep, I got some to remove. That barely makes sense. Yep, you're going too. Goodbye. Who else wants to leave? Let's see. What do we receive when we go to heaven? Everlasting life or eternal life? We receive getting booted. That's what we receive. Hello, Tracy Lane. Nice to see you. You seem normal. Let's check you out. Yep, old account. Been around since 10 years ago. See you, Maverick. Intestinal Fortitude. That's an interesting name. Who are you? Yeah, you're quite suspect as well. Yamotashi, who are you? All right, we're going to be cleaning house here. You're gone. You're gone. You might be gone too. Yep. You're gone too. Tiralaraka, who are you? Definitely suspect, but not enough to go on. We're doing some house cleaning here, folks. Ms. Meadow. You might be okay. Oh yeah, there's evil ones everywhere. Whole bunch of them showed up. Yep. There's probably more to boot, but I think that's it for now. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that was the most I booted in a matter of 5 minutes ever. I've heard people say not to try to contact spiritual life if drunk or high. You shouldn't. That's true. What if you relapsed on alcohol, etc.? Can you still pray for? Wait till you're sober. Wait till you're sober. Oh yeah, no, I'm not messing around with them anymore. Not messing around with that no more. Hit you where the good Lord split you. Yeah, I think we're back to rights again now. The stream is almost over anyway. It's almost time to feed the furry ones. So yeah, it's whack-a-troll. Just imagine if your life sucked that much that that's what you did. That you went around trying to cause trouble on other people's live streams and stuff. Imagine if your life was so bad that that's what you were resorting to. I can't imagine what their lives must be like. Simi Singh, can you tell about time of your live video? I don't know what you're asking. Let's check you out. You look okay. Oh, excuse me. Can you visit my town? We need some here booted. So I think what you're asking me, excuse me, Simi Singh, is when I do my live streams. I do one at 4 or 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do another one at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I usually do one at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's usually 3. Yep, that's it. There's usually 3 a day. So either 4 or 5 in the morning, usually 4, but this morning it was 5. 2 p.m. and then 8 p.m. Hmm. Be nice to understand how my revenue is doing all this weird stuff going down. Doesn't make sense. Let's see. All kinds of new emails to check out. See ya, DD. Got to run everyone by God's gladiators. No, I haven't seen him yet, but I'm sure he'll be back. That was a major victory. That fellow. He deleted everything off his channel, every last thing he had. And he had the beginning of something there. He had almost 200 subscribers. It was the start of something, but he just got rid of it all because it was all gaming stuff. He wants a relationship with God. And see, that's the thing. Everything becomes unimportant when you weigh it against the Lord, against God. Right? Is this the last live stream for tonight? It probably is. Yep, I'd say it is. There'll be another one at 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. However, whenever I get to it. YouTube and C.S. Lewis, are they accurate? Some of them are. A lot of people just use that thumbnail with C.S. Lewis on it to make you watch it. It's not C.S. Lewis saying any of it. It's someone else. They're just using him as a thumbnail. Good night, everyone. Love you, he says. Good night, Brandon. Thanks for being here. 24-hour stream when? Well, it pretty much is a 24-hour stream. That's what Sasha said. It's pretty much a 24-hour stream with just a few breaks in between. Should we stay away from reprogramming subliminals that change our subconscious? Well, of course. Of course. My gratitude to you for taking the time to talk to us. God bless you. Night ready to board. Right on. Have a good trip, Anna. So, folks, I am going to end this live stream in 5 minutes, just to let you all know. I'm going to feed the furry ones and call it a night. Yeah, Simi Singh, that is the key to getting to the finish line and your breakthrough. Definitely got to get that bitterness out of your heart. Absolutely. This is probably the final thing you have to do, unless you have a quickness to anger problem. We did that the other night. It was called God Said, Speak to the Wrathful Ones. Luke 10, 27 and 28. Let's see what that says before I go. To 28. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. You have answered correctly. Do this and you will live. Very nice. Yep. That's it. That's definitely it. And yes, we'll hopefully see you all at the morning one. I think that's my favorite one of the day. I like the morning one the best. It's also the longest one. We usually do 4 hours, sometimes 5. Check out these low fee donation platforms sorted by highest creator payout. LibraPay, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Ko-Fi, Memberful, Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you, X-Rob, for your generosity and those tips. Appreciate it. Thanks very much, everybody. Anyone who donated, thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's one big club, and we're all in it. This one we are, yep. This one we are. You can see. That's why I keep that little stool. That it's a vinyl stool. She's used it as her scratch pad for, well, ever since it's been here. Probably a couple years. What is it, sweetie? Rare. What is it? It's time to feed the furry ones. Instead of for buy me a pizza. Jersey City Joe does. He does buy me a pizza. Little girl. No pizzas. No, not today. I had one 2 days ago and just finished it yesterday. I think I had 3 pieces left over when I woke up yesterday. Had it for breakfast. Oh, yes, that is a good prayer. Definitely. That one is. So we got 30 seconds left and we're going to call it a night. Thank you all for being here. Some very strongly dedicated people keep coming back over and over. I wouldn't be able to stop this if I wanted to. I will not fall into the pizza temptation. Well, there's worse things you could fall into. I mean, if you have a pizza now and then, that's not going to kill you for sure. Good night, Rochelle. And be patient, folks. I will get some assignments out. I got some out tonight, but I didn't get as many out as I hoped. And I think it was Rochelle. I sent one there that you sent back, and I don't blame you for sending that one back. I didn't realize when I looked at it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's probably not the best one for you. So I'll send that to someone else. Oh, just don't know what you're going to read in those emails. To infinity and beyond. All right, folks. Sabrina says it's time to feed the furry ones. So let's do. Yeah, yeah. I'll be a little more careful though, sending ones like that to you. I would have sent that back if I was you too. I wouldn't have tried that one. Okay, folks. Sleep well. Make sure you say your prayers before you go to bed. Never go to sleep without thanking the Lord for the day and all that. And remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.